What if God is still guiding you even when everything feels like chaos? Imagine waking up one day and realizing your entire world has been turned upside down. That was me after losing my son Logan, adrift in a sea of questions about my future. I couldn't see the way forward. I couldn't imagine life without him. And yet, in the middle of that storm, I began to notice something. Subtle, gentle nudges that felt like whispers from God. And today, I want to share how those whispers guided me from despair to hope, and how you too can begin to recognize divine guidance even when life feels uncertain. The immediate aftermath of profound loss is silence. It's hollow, disorienting, like the world has stopped spinning, but you're still somehow expected to keep moving. I felt lost at sea without a compass. I questioned everything, including my faith. God, where were you? Why didn't you intervene? How do I live now? This silence was deafening, and it made the future feel impossible to even imagine. But then, quietly and softly, came flickers of hope, a comforting thought when I was at my lowest, an encounter with a stranger who said exactly what I needed to hear at the right moment, an opportunity that arrived out of nowhere, opening a door I hadn't even considered. At first, I thought they were coincidences, but over time, I realized they were whispers, gentle nudges from a God who had never left my side. Psalms 119:105 reminds us, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." God rarely shows us the whole road, but he gives us enough light for the next step. Those whispers began to shape my choices. Some were small, like starting a journal. Others were bigger, like sharing Logan's story, even when it hurt. And each time I leaned into those nudges, new connections appeared. Open doors I never could have forced open on my own. Paths that seemed to build themselves, one brick at a time. Even when I couldn't see the full picture, I learned to trust the process, to let faith lead, not fear. Looking back, I can see something I couldn't then. God was weaving a narrative. Moments that felt random at the time fit together now, like pieces of a divine puzzle. He wasn't absent in my loss. He was the unseen architect building a way forward when I couldn't. And in surrendering control, letting him guide, I found peace I never thought possible. And today, I stand not with all the answers, but with clarity and purpose I never thought I'd regain. God's whispers became my compass. His gentle nudges became my map. And little by little, I began to see a future again, one illuminated not by my own strength, but by God's. You can now experience this too. Start small. Pray. Pay attention to the little coincidences. Listen for the gentle nudges in your heart. They may be whispers, but they're powerful enough to guide you through the storm. I'm Angela Frazier, walking with grief, but guided by God's whispers of hope. And I want to remind you, even after profound loss, your story isn't over. A future filled with light, purpose, and divine direction is still waiting. Share in the comments, have you experienced a whisper of God's guidance in your own grief? I'd love to hear your story. And get your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey home, at the link below. With love always, Angela and Logan.